Good morning, everyone. How are you all? I know you were waiting for my lesson, so I am back after the weekend. Now, quickly open up your Glowworms book, and today we are going to read a very interesting poem. Guess the name of the poem? Okay, I'll tell you. It's the music of the wind. So, let's start with the learning object. Can I read the poem with rhyme and rhythm? Can I identify poetic devices used in the poem? Can I share my experience about going out while the wind is blowing? Can I enlist words used for loud and quiet music in the poem? Now, let's recall the meaning of rhyme and rhythm. My dear students, as you all know that poetry expresses meaning with beauty, style and feeling using sounds and figures of speech. When you come to prose, you can speak prose without extra effort, but poetry requires planning and intention. So, rhythm is the pulse of poetry, and rhyme is its echo. So, these important elements help make poetry an emotional and musical experience. Now, come to rhyme. Rhyme is the repetition of the final sound or sounds of a word. For example, say rhymes with may. You all are going to read with me. And sake rhymes with make. Do you remember we have done rhyming words so many times in the class? Words can rhyme within the same line. This is called internal rhyme. Okay, now come to the word rhythm. Traditional poetry usually has regular rhythm that set a pattern, making it easier to remember for recitation. These rhythms are especially enjoyable because they reflect the natural movement of the human body. So you can say that rhythm is the movement of the human body. Now tell me, what are poetic devices? I know you know it. We have done so many times. Yes, you are right. Poetic devices are tools that a poet can use to create rhythm, enhance a poem's meaning, or intensify a mood or feeling. These devices help piece the poem together, much like a hammer and nails join planks of wood together. So, in other words, poetic devices are the tools of a poet which he uses to make the poem powerful and enjoyable. Can you name some poetic devices? Yes, rhyming words are the poetic devices, alliteration, adjectives, and verbs, because all these things make the poem more powerful and enjoyable. Now let's read the poem with me. I know you must be waiting for it. Start reading. The wind makes loud music. It roars across the rooftops. It rat-a-tats the door. It howls around the windows and drums beneath the floor. In this poem, the poet describes the different sounds which is produced by wind when it is blowing fastly and when it is blowing swiftly. So in this stanza, he is going to talk about the sounds made by the wind when it is blowing fastly. So now the poet is explaining to us that the wind makes loud music. Now let's imagine yourself that you are outside the house and the wind starts blowing very very fastly. Hear the sound of the fast wind. Can you hear that? Are you scared? Yes, I'm scared too. It rat-a-tats the door. You know what is rat-a-tats? Rat-a-tats is a loud rapping sound and it refers to a sequence of knocks on the doors. Now the wind rat-a-tats the door. Let's hear the sound of knock on the door. Did you hear that sound made by the wind? It seems as if some stranger is knocking at the door. Don't be worried. It's not a stranger, it's the wind. It howls around the windows, and sometimes it howls around the windows. Howls is a cry uttered by an animal such as a dog or a wolf. So when it howls around the windows, it seems as if a wolf or a dog is there and drums beneath the floor. And sometimes it produces the sound of a drum beat, like this. So did you notice that it produces different kinds of sounds? Now focus on the uses of poetic devices. The poet has used so many poetic devices here. Rhyming words are there like door and floor. And he has used so many verbs and adjectives here so as to make his poem more meaningful. Now come to the second stanza. The wind makes quiet music. Here the poet is going to describe the sound made by the wind when it is blowing swiftly. It whistles down the chimney, it swishes through a tree, it hums against the window pane and whispers tunes to me. Here the rhyming words are tree and me. So when the wind is blowing very swiftly, it seems as if someone is whistling. Can you hear that? Can you tell me who is whistling? Is a watchman outside or your brother is whistling? No, it's no one else. It's the wind which is whistling. So it swishes through a tree. It hums against the window pane. Sometimes it seems as if it is humming when it is blowing swiftly and whispers tunes to me. And every time it produces music. So it is all about music, which the wind is producing. I think you have enjoyed the poem a lot. Same here. Now come to the homework questions. Question number 1. Circle rhyming words in the poem and write these down. Question number 2. Enlist words used for loud music and quiet music in the poem. So for this you have to choose words which the poet has used for loud music and for quiet music in the poem. Don't forget to do your homework. Have a nice day. Goodbye.